but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk?
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
It's now 3rd down.
Front left. Start.
Looking to throw. Wilson. That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Succo. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. A big third down play there for the Niners. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun. Jones looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 4th down, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here at 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Wilson's throw complete here to Komet. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. That is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
In motion left, that's Jackson. From the 25 on second down, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mims in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for the second quarter. I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something to... at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
19 tight.
Throwing now, Stewart. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude. But your point.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
And they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hamilton. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again. Hamilton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Play action. Stewart. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Stewart. Finding Gray on the out route. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Ready up. 70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They will throw on first down with Stewart. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Stewart to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Here's Pollard again. That's a strong running. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Stewart sets to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Stewart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Well, Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Douglas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hamilton. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch play-action run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stewart on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Off play action. Hamilton. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it does